Do you crave exciting sports takes and news? Fed up with the same old boring voices you hear on the radio? If you answered yes to any of these questions, you just might be a TBloomaholic. Lucky for you, it's time for another episode of the TBloom Talk Show, the #1 sports podcast in the world. Settle in, my TBloomanites, because another episode starts right now. Live from TBloom headquarters, here's your host, TBloom.
Oh, wow. Look at the young strap right there, Sir Charles. What do we got going on right now? What am I looking at right here?
Got the new jacket, man, ready for the season. You know, that Niners, old school, gotta love it. Old school. Nice jacket.
That is slick.
Mm-hmm. Tommy Hilfiger, actually. Who would have thought they'd make Niners clothing, right?
Really? Tommy?
Yeah. Crazy. Yeah.
Wow.
Weird. I don't know. Yeah, but ready for the season, man.
That's good shit, man. That's a slick jacket there, I must say myself. I mean, I'm no Niner fan, but if I had to help out and root for the Niners at some time, that would be the jacket that I'd be wearing right there. I must say, props to that.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Perfect
is
for
it
this,
waterproof?
This episode. I don't know, man. Honestly, it feels kind of waterproofy, but we'll find out at some point. Yeah, we'll find. It's getting warm this year, so we're gonna find out.
Good. Yeah, I was gonna say. I mean, after the week one, you're gonna want to make sure it's waterproof. A lot of tears gonna be coming out of your eyes, buddy. So
I don't know about that.
Just wanted to make sure.
Probably hear
we're on the same
Pittsburgh
page there.
Crying from here. I know it's a couple hundred miles away, but I'll probably hear it after they lose. They'll be so upset.
No.
All right.
No.
Okay.
Well, Sir Charles, welcome back. TBloomanites all out there. Sir Charlaholics. Sir Charlaholics. That's a good one.
I like that. That's nice.
That
all right. Sir Charlaholics.
Whatever you guys are calling yourself nowadays, welcome back to the TBloom Talk Show. I'm your host, TBloom. That's your co-host,
Sir Charles. How's it going? How's it going, nation?
Sir Charles the Eighth. You need to throw that in there, dude. That's your staple right there.
Yeah.
But anyway, okay.
I'm going to start changing the number every episode.
You should. Sir Charles is 16.
Show up, like shave one week and show up as Sir Charles the fucking 12.
There's just a bunch of them. They just look exactly the same.
Oh, a bunch of them.
Okay. We are back with another TBloom Talk Show episode. We're winding down our preview predictions for each division. We only got 2 left.
Getting close, man.
Today, we're going to go with the NFC West, hence why Sir Charles has his 49er jacket on there, looking real slick, looking real nice. And we're ready to talk some NFC West football. And since this is really your division, Sir Charles, I think you take it where you want to go.
I mean, let's start with the Cardinals.
Okay.
Let's just. I don't think there's much to talk about.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, they're saying Kyler's not even going to play. They cut Colt McCoy. They got Dobbs starting. I mean, are you tanking? Like, can you just put that in front of the stadium on a billboard? Like, we're tanking this year. So, I mean, I think they're going for the #1 pick, man. I think they want Caleb Williams. But yeah, so I don't think there's much to talk about. Marquise Brown is always hurt. James Conner is going to be hurt by week 3 because that's all they got. So they're going to be a tough team to watch this year. We'll give a prediction later, but they got a scary looking record coming this year.
I agree, man. I mean, what could go wrong for the Cardinals this year did go wrong. I mean, Kyler Murray. He's not even going to play this year. It's looking like you really haven't done anything outside of like getting any. You lost DeAndre Hopkins. You didn't sign anybody big. You didn't make any type of move to get you excited about this team at all. And it's not like they had something last year to begin with either.
But they did a couple years ago is what's crazy, man.
Yes.
Quick fall.
It baffles me that sometime 2 years ago, they're sitting at 7-2, top of the fucking league. And now they're in the spot that they're in. It's just, it's absolutely bizarre the fall that they've had. The Kyler Murray's fell, Cliff Kingsbury,
he fell hard. Yeah.
But, I agree with what you're saying, man. This is arguably, I'd say, one of my go-to picks to be the worst team in the league. I'm not saying they will be. I think them and
they got competition. Yeah, they got a couple teams that could be right there fighting for them. But they're going to be up there.
This may be the most, I'm not fucking pumped to watch a Cardinal game anytime soon. I mean, no Kyler Murray, no Colt McCoy.
No.
I mean, this is an absolute travesty for the Arizona Cardinals.
JV football at quarterback, it kind of looks like. I mean, what other team would start Josh Dobbs? Nothing against the guy. He's not a starting quarterback. I mean,
I love the guy, man.
Yeah, I'm sure. I was going to say you know Dobbs pretty well. I mean, but he's a good backup, but I don't think he's anything more than that. And I think the Cardinals know that too. And I think that's one of the reasons he's out there.
Yeah, I love Dobbs, man. Back when he came to Pittsburgh, I used to fucking say maybe that's the next guy, because he came in with Mason Rudolph, and at the time
looking like Ryan Shazier, you know.
We don't mention that name.
Hey, we love Ryan Shazier.
Well, yeah, we love Ryan Shazier, but you don't mention him in that fashion. I know what you're saying with that.
Yeah. Oh, I was insulting Dobbs. You know, Shazier did the look first. I mean,
yeah, he did. But yeah,
he did.
They were like brothers out there, and I think that's what got me excited. You had Dob. Let me get back to what I was saying. He came in the same town as Mason Rudolph, and I fucking go fuck yourself, Sir Charles. You're fucking with my right here. Came in the same time as Mason Rudolph. I always advocated for Josh Dobbs because I like a runner. You know, seeing Ben Roethlisberger for so long, he's a mobile guy, but he's not that speed demon. And I wanted to see that type of quarterback possibly in the future. And I didn't really think much of Mason Rudolph. So I always liked Josh Dobbs in that reason. And I was disappointed that we never gave him a shot, but I understand. Like you said, he is not a starting quarterback. But he's an exciting quarterback. And now that you mentioned that, that would get me to watch an Arizona Cardinal game to see how Joshua Dobbs does. And I'm not going to be the guy to say that he's going to come out and win any Super Bowl anytime soon, but I can say
he's not.
He's a gamer, and he's going to game some games, and he's going to keep the team hopefully competitive. I don't know.
Like you said, I feel like he's kind of just like a worse kind. He's mobile, not as fast as Murray, but he can run around a little bit. He's just like a worse, like I said, good backup for them. But honestly, I'll probably watch Arizona play the Niners at least once this year. But I don't support the blatant hanking. Like, I'm gonna try not to watch any Arizona games. Like, they can fuck off. Like, try to be competitive. Come on, Arizona, you're a disgrace. Yeah. It's just it's disrespectful.
Not much to say on those guys. It's
no. Kyler Murray's going to play. Fans. Kyler Murray's pumped, man. Modern Warfare 3, he's going to have he's just going to play it all he wants, not playing this year. That's probably why he's not playing. He's like,
Is he super into Call of Duty?
Yeah, they've had something about his last contract. They talked about there was like a limit on he had to watch so much film compared to Call, because he would stay up all night playing Call of Duty and show up to practice. Like crazy into Call of Duty apparently. Wow. So, and as an NFL quarterback, get your shit together. Like, my God. Yeah. What the fuck? Like, priorities? Come on! Like, are you kidding me?
People drafting you in fantasy. People
could have went to baseball. That's what. If he flames out in the NFL, which, man, he's looking kind of close. You know, he's at that weird trajectory right now. I don't know what happened, but things
in that limbo
really bad for him. I mean, you could still see him try out for baseball. I wouldn't be surprised to see that at some point.
Yeah, I'd say Kyler Murray's about one bad game away from starting to become a bust, and one good game away from keeping up to the level of expectations that he had when he came in the league.
Well, he's just kind of fallen off. He started off hot, but I don't know. I always liked the guy, but
fun Madden player to use.
Really definitely. Fun. Yep, absolutely. I saw you were online playing Madden recently. What do you think of the new one while we're at it?
I like it, man. I took a break and never really got into the last year's one.
Same.
So this is too. Really fresh.
Yeah.
So I can't say that it looks like Madden 22 when I was playing it on the PlayStation 4. It is a completely
different
game.
than that for sure. Yeah.
And for that reason, I love it because it's fresh, it's new. I can play the computer. I don't know the cheese on it yet.
I'm having fun. Yep, I feel that. I'm having fun just playing the computer right now. Still.
Right. And that's what I love.
This computer Hall of Fame, man. Just yeah. I don't know. Browns have been decent. I like that team in Madden. I don't like the Browns, but good in Madden.
Playing as the Browns?
Browns. Well, if this Madden League ever happens, I gotta come up with a team. You know, I've got a few different options in the works. Yeah, so we'll see. I figure you'll go Steelers.
We're kind of waiting on people to get it, but we can get that.
I get that. Yeah. You're gonna be the Steelers, I assume.
The one thing that I struggle with in this Madden is just kind of the passing. And I don't know, I've only played as Kenny Pickett, so the passing
that's your problem. Though I don't play as the Niners. Any quarterback like 70, I don't know, man, 75 or lower is in my opinion.
I missed a lot of deep shots. A lot of wide open guys.
and just floating into the defender's hands. Like, what the fuck is that?
Yeah.
Just kind of some bullshit. I like the defensive pass breakup shit, though. That is a lot of fun.
Like that.
I love that. That is a great addition to the game.
I can trust my corners on man-to-man more than ever. Like, they actually do it. Not all the time.
For sure. But you can't. It's depending on the receivers.
Yeah.
Know? But yeah, for sure. But no, good game. We should play soon. But
we should play soon. Let's get back to it.
Yep. Anyways.
So, Cardinals, I think we're done with them.
We're done. They're done. They're done.
Don't kick bottom 5 while they're down.
Yep. Losers.
Okay, so where are we going now?
Let's move on to another team that had a precipitous fall off in the last couple of years. Rams. The Rams. Cooper Kupp's not playing. My dumbass took him in the first round 20 minutes before it came out. He was going to see a specialist. They're talking about putting him on IR now. We don't know. He might miss 4 weeks. But I kind of drafted him expecting that. But that's just bad for the Rams. I don't think they have high expectations this year, but Stafford, we'll see how he looks. I mean, he didn't look right last year when he did play. I know he was not healthy, but he did not look like the same quarterback who just won a Super Bowl. And no Kupp out there. I mean, Van Jefferson and Higbee and Akers, I guess. I mean, that's not a group that inspires confidence at all. So we'll see. Their defense is probably the worst in the league too, right there. They have Donald, but that's it, so. Yeah, it's going to be a competition there. These are one of the teams competing with the Cardinals, I think, to be just awful. Unless Kupp comes back and Stafford looks like himself, then they could be respectable, but I don't think there's any more.
For sure. Yeah, these are the years the Rams knew that they were going to take a tough hit on all those years ago when they're stocking up their whole roster, getting Ramsey, signing Matthews or trading for Matthew Stafford, taking on that big contract. Yeah. Who else did they snagged?
OBJ for a while. They had OBJ for a little bit.
These are those years that they were like, we are going to be fucked.
Yep.
But it's going to be worth
it. Fast. No.
It did happen.
I expected a couple more years of contention. I'm not going to lie to you, but
Matthew Stafford going down last year definitely didn't help.
Yeah. For sure.
Also, Cooper Kupp too.
Kupp only played half a year last year too. He had surgery on it, tightrope surgery or something like that on the tendon.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know what their plan is. They really have no hopes of rebuilding unless they sign someone. But who wants to go there right now? Who's their quarterback when Stafford's gone? Here. I think they've got to start looking at their next quarterback. Stafford's got maybe 2 years left in him. I think.
Right.
Maybe more if he plays well this year, but.
I mean, the guy already doesn't know how to connect with his receivers.
He's young, and that's not what you want to hear. Those receivers are laughing their ass off when they read that. Like, I'm just being honest with you. Like, this fucking guy, that worries me. That makes me feel like, all right, this offense is going to have bad chemistry. If Kupp doesn't play, he has Higbee. Higbee is going to get, oh my God, tight end 1 through first 4 weeks. It could happen. I'm telling you right now, Higbee and Stafford. Yes, dude, I had Higbee at half of last year. He's going to have a good start to the season until Kupp comes back. He will be their first target, I think.
Well, I mean, there's not many other targets to go to.
And Stafford can't connect with the other targets. So he's just going to throw to Higbee 20 times a game.
That's a good point right there. Breaking news. Tyler Higbee could possibly
projection, jumped up from 4 points to 12 after Kupp went out. So
I can see it happening.
Yeah, we'll see what happens there. But Rams, what do you think about them? I mean,
I think you pretty much hit the nail on the head. I mean, it's a rebuild year. There's nothing really to be excited about. They're a shell of what they were some years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, they have Stafford. We'll see how he does with the weapons around him, or whatever you want to call them. I don't really necessarily even want to call them weapons. I don't know much about them. Akers, he's a good running back when you had pieces around him.
Yep.
Can their O-line hold up? Do they still?
No, their O-line's not very good. They had some guys retire. They were old and kind of cobbled together anyways, as it was. And Akers, I mean, stack the box. Oof.
Yeah. This is probably another team that could compete for the very worst team in the NFL, like you said.
Yeah.
So, doesn't get my blood boiling.
No, this was one of the best divisions of football 2-3 years ago. And now there's just two terrible teams. It's crazy. But here we are. Let's talk about the Seahawks next. You might want to talk about them. I mean, you kind of like them.
What?
You don't like the Seahawks a little bit?
Fuck no.
I thought you still rooted for them. Besides you hate them as much as I do.
Let me make this clear right now.
Let me Seahawks. Let's get that out there. Fuck the Seahawks. I hate the Seahawks.
Absolutely fuck the Seahawks. Let me make this clear right now. I haven't liked the Seahawks since 2005 when the Steelers beat them in the Super Bowl. I remember being 8 years old, arguing with grown-ass adults about, oh, this wasn't a touchdown. The refs did this. The refs did that. 8 years fucking old. I had to argue.
I remember that too.
Go back and forth. Fuck the Seahawks forever.
Yep.
And then the 2013 bandwagon boom.
God,
even more for that.
Yeah, dude, that was gross. That was a gross time to live there, especially as a Niners fan. Because before, no one cared. Then all of a sudden, no, fuck the NFC. It's like, all right, guys, you weren't fans 3 years ago. I don't want to hear shit. Yeah,
fucking people
nuts.
Just getting jerseys, don't even know who they are, where they're from, and shit like that.
Stupid green ones. Like, you're not a real fan. You're wearing a bright green jersey. And shut up. Anyways, I'm happy to hear that. But anyways, I think the big question is Geno Smith. Was he a 1 year wonder, or is he gonna run it back and show something? I mean,
I think he'll do just as good. It's hard to say better because he had his best year ever. Yeah, but I think he'll do somewhat around what he did, maybe give or take better or a little less, but I think he's gonna be right around. He's got weapons still. He's got DK, Tyler Metcalf, Smith, Ajigma.
And he's playing week 1 after wrist surgery and everything.
How do you call what do you call him? What's his name?
Smith Najigba, something like that. Smith Najigba, I think.
Smith Enigma.
Sure, that works. I like that. Let's go with Smith Enigma.
He's an enigma.
He's an enigma. You know, he played at Ohio State with Chris Olave and Garrett Wilson. They both called him the best receiver out of the 3.
Oh,
so really? Which is saying a lot because Garrett Wilson's the shit, and
Garrett Olave's pretty good. He's not the shit just yet.
I don't, dude. If you look at the analytics from last year, he had a way lower catch or like catchable ball percentage than any other receiver even near him. He performed like, we'll see. And now he's got a good quarterback. Who do you have thrown to him last year? A bunch of bums?
A guy named Zach Wilson.
Yeah, okay. Well, everyone forgets that Zach Wilson fucked his mom's friends now, huh? That's just not even a thing anymore.
Oh, come on, man. Don't kiss and tell.
You know? I don't know who to he obviously did.
You don't gotta say it like that. I mean, the guy's just what? He can't bang a few moms?
Doing his things. I mean, hey, you're young backup quarterback. Why not? What else do you have to do? Yeah.
So you got what was his name? Mark White?
What? Oh, Mike White. Yeah, he's
Mike White
backup now. Yeah.
Mike White. Mike White wasn't bad. He wasn't Aaron Rodgers, but he wasn't bad.
And I don't know. If you watch that throw that freaking Garrett Wilson caught from Rodgers in that preseason game, that was a pretty impressive catch. Slow connection there.
I did not. I don't think I seen it.
It was Devontae Adams-esque. He threw him kind of a fadeaway to the corner, and he just went up and grabbed that shit. Got the touchdown. I'm telling you.
Do you think they're going to be just as lethal as Devontae Adams?
No. That was a crazy combination, getting like 15 targets a game. I mean, that was just different. But he's going to be Rodgers' number 1 weapon, I think. And Garrett Wilson is young, but dude, he's got a lot of talent. I mean, it reminded me of exactly what they used to do in the Packers. Devontae Adams would run to the end zone, cut that, and boom, just be hit where only he could catch it and catch it, get his feet in. That's that. So it just looked awfully familiar as a play from like 12, 15 yards out. Like, oh man, I've seen that before. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Well, I mean, fuck the Jets. We're not talking about them. Jackson Smith. Enigma. I'm gonna have trouble with that all season. I already know it. We're at Geno Smith. Yeah, he has all the fucking pieces. He has the talent around him, right?
Hopefully, Kenneth Walker actually just came up hurt today at practice.
Dude, there's one thing the Seahawks can do. It's
find hurt running backs, bro. Oh yeah, but Zach Charbon, they always are two-headed. I don't know what they need. Both those guys. So we'll see.
We'll see, but I think he does just as good, if not maybe a little better with what he has around him.
I hope he does awful. I hope he's a 1 year wonder, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, they might make the playoffs this year. A lot of people, someone picked him in the Super Bowl on ESPN. I was just like, what the fuck? Really?
I sure hope not.
Well, I don't see it. Oh, that would suck for you. I live in fucking East Coast now, so I don't care.
No one be saying shit. I'm over
here.
No
one gives a fuck. I just hear about Ravens beating the fucking Niners in the Super Bowl, but that's its own bullshit.
I can't wait to ask you how the whole
people don't really care. It's cool football that people love their fucking Ravens here.
That's what actually I was love their Ravens. I can't wait for us to beat the Ravens. I want to know kind of how everyone feels about that.
I don't think that's
they are.
We'll see. I don't know. I think they'll be really happy when they beat them. The Ravens are going to be good this year. I mean, OBJ actually just got hurt too.
Okay,
so we'll see what happens.
You understand that the Steelers will always beat the Ravens at least once.
Steelers, Ravens, right?
No, dude. See, now you're going. We'll talk about this for the next show. Let's keep it here in the NFC West. I'm saying right now the Seahawks are going to be probably what they were last year. I just don't see Geno Smith taking that extra jump to bring him better than that.
I don't think he's that guy.
No, I mean, no. But at the same time, they do have a good defense. Now, they have to clean up their defensive line. They need to be able to rush the passer, which they couldn't do very well last year.
At all.
But their corners are set up very well. I like their secondary. They spent a lot of fucking investment on their secondary.
Their new first-round corner is getting some real – he's not looking so hot from everything I've heard.
Really?
Having some real issues tackling, apparently, which –
you don't need to
you don't like to – you do if you're a Seahawks corner. I think you need to tackle if you're a Seahawks corner. But, I don't know. There's a lot of talk already about that maybe you shouldn't have went that high and already kind of showing signs that I don't know, just bad stuff. That I don't know, it's man. Really early, but you hate to hear that from someone drafted. And there's been a lot
who's saying that.
I've heard it on sports. My brother was talking about it, and he's really Seahawks insidery.
It's not the same guy who said Kenny Pickett was looking like shit, is it?
No.
Okay,
it wasn't that
don't
guy.
Listen to that guy.
We'll see. You can't wait to see week 1.
Oh my
70
God.
yards, 3 interceptions. Kenny Pickett. We want Dobbs.
Let's just go to the Niners right now. Tell me what's going on over there in Ninerville.
Man, so as long as we have a quarterback stay healthy for a full season, I don't see why we don't win the division. Christian McCaffrey, Elijah, just Kittle, Ayuk, Debo. The line is still really good. Defense, top 5 for sure in football, probably top 3. They're definitely up there. All the pieces are there. They get so close every year. It's a shame. Obviously, we've talked about what happened last year to end the season. That was just that hurt. But I'm hopeful. I like Purdy. I'm starting to wish they would have kept Lance just to have a third quarterback, because as a Niners team with quarterback history, I feel like we need a third quarterback. So maybe we sign somebody.
Yeah, you do.
We need a third quarterback. So we'll see what happens. But I'm hopeful, man. I like it. There's no reason they don't win the division. There's no reason.
There shouldn't be, barring any injury. Mm-hmm. Maybe even a couple injuries to not win this division, as long as it's not the QB. But as long as Kittle stays relatively healthy, CMC for sure.
Yep.
Debo, they're gonna have their bang and boops or whatever, and they're gonna miss some time. But as long as they can play a good 80% of the games, there's no reason why you shouldn't win the division and still be possibly the first or second seed. I still think that's very much the picture.
Yeah, I think they're one of the top couple teams in the NFC. Honestly, it's an AFC heavy league right now. The NFC, there's not a lot of really, really good top teams. There's Eagles, Niners, the Vikings. I think were a fraud. There's really not a third team even that's emerged now that Brady's gone. The Bucks aren't it.
Dallas, you could say, but Dallas is still kind of stank.
Yeah. So there's a couple divisions that just don't have that standout team that's going to come out. So they should hopefully get a bye. We'll see what happens. Just make it to playoffs and go from there. I just hope we're healthy. Nick Bosa signed, biggest contract ever for a defender.
That was a big one. That was a big one.
Very happy. He's in the building. He's going week 1. They already talked about it. Yes, thank God. So he did what TJ Watt did last year and waited till fucking 4 days before the game. It's all right, let's do this.
Pretty much, yeah. And he went out and fucking dominated that game.
That's what I'm hoping for, the same thing here.
I'm not.
Had 2 sacks. You went out there and just wrecked it. So we'll see what happens.
I think we're gonna have I don't know. No, it's not gonna be our rookie. Our rookie's on the other side. But
oh God, you don't want a rookie up against Bosa anyways. That's a recipe for disaster.
No, I don't think it's gonna be our rookie, but it's gonna be a showdown, man. I'm excited for the game. The thing is, we're all healthy, 100%.
I love that. Always.
It's a great feeling, and I think it's gonna be a good game. I'm not 100% sure that the Steelers are gonna win. I think we can win, obviously, and that's just the nature of my fanship. I'm sure you're the same way.
For sure. Yeah.
I see a way of winning any game, but I'm not 100% like, it's guaranteed gonna happen like some games.
For sure, I get that. Yeah. Oh yeah. It's anytime you're in a top team, Not going to guarantee it, but they'll be competitive for sure. So no, it should be a fun game. I think it'll be a nice running matchup. Yeah. A little old school, good defense, run the ball. I always love that.
I think I'm a big fan like that. Yeah. There's going to be turnovers. There's going to be at least give the ball over once, maybe twice, and I think the other way around there too.
For sure. I think it'll be sacks. It'll be a lot of pressure, blitzes. It should be a good game to watch. So
let's get to some standings, some predictions on the standings for the NFC West.
Oh, man, I wish I had a coin to flip to
for the Rams Cardinals.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm gonna just put the Cardinals at the bottom just because. You know what? Let's go Rams. I don't see Stafford being healthy. I know that everyone says he's healthy. Last year was just weird. His shoulder he lost his arm strength. Everything was weird. He had some surgery. I don't know. I think the Rams are going to be awful again.
Well, I think I'd be interested to see the Rams pop in old Stanson Bennett over there. From
31-year-old rookie Stetson Bennett.
I mean, what do you got to lose? The guy's a dog. He's won 2 natties on his way out of college, right?
After 12 years.
Fucking 2 natties, 12 years. The guy's a dog. He's ready to come in the league and make some fucking noise. Rams, Sean McVay, look at me.
I guarantee you, he's the guy crushing beers, doing coke in the fucking back before a game. That's Stetson Bennett right there.
Sounds to me like he wants to win games.
LA's the place for him, I guess.
LA is the place for him. Sean McVay. There's no reason to go out and play Matthew if he's hurt. You got a guy on your sideline right now that's built to win, and he's built to win now. Stanson Bennett. He's a 2-time national champion winner for the Georgia Bulldogs. I mean, what else do you want? Throw him in. If he fucking loses, he loses. You still sell some tickets, and guess what? It makes some people happy. And what do you know? What if he is a star? What if the guy's just a winner?
Who's going to retire first, do you think? Matthew Stafford or Stetson Bennett? That was a coin flip for you.
You're getting disrespectful.
I wouldn't mind
Bennett
seeing
deserves respect.
You know what I see when I see Stetson Bennett and Dobbs as the 2 starting quarterbacks? That's 4 wins for the Diners right there. So I'm fine with it. That works for me. It's 4 wins anyway.
Mark my fucking words, Sir Charles. Stenson, is it Stenson or Stanson?
Stetson. There's a T in there. Stetson, bro. What says inbred?
Like goddamn Stanson Bennett.
Stanson Georgia
Bennett will beat the 49ers single-handedly. One of these games you play him.
Bosa's going to kill him. He's going to die.
You're going to be like, fuck, we lost to Stanson.
He's going to get hit so hard, but one of the legs is not going to get up. It's going to end the season.
No way, man. I'm calling it now.
No.
Stamp it on Stanson.
All right. Okay. We'll see.
I'm going to go with the Cardinals as my last. I sit them at 3-14, dude.
Yep, I'm with you. They're 3-4 win. Yeah.
Rams,
same thing. 3-14.
Put the Rams at 6.
Ooh.
6-11.
Wow. Okay.
You know what? We're going 6-11.
Okay. Let's put. Well, I didn't say mine for the Rams. I'll go 4-13. I think the Cardinals, which are 3rd place, also 4-13. So let's see who gets the tiebreaker and gets a better draft pick. There might be some real heat next year. Someone might be mad playing against the quarterback they wanted.
Well, the Rams will have their quarterback instead.
I think they're going to pass on Caleb Williams because they have Stetson fucking Bennett.
He's a dog, boy.
He is a dog.
Okay.
His 17 brother and sisters are dogs too.
Yeah, for sure. It's a family thing. The Seahawks will be the 3rd in the standings. I think we both agree on that. I'm going to have them at 10. I'm going to put them at 10-7. Yeah.
Okay. I like that. I'll go 11-6. I think, like I said, they have 4 automatic wins in the division. I really think, you know what I mean? I think they're just a better football team. They have a better coach than, Rams and Cardinals, 4 wins. I think they get to 11. I think they'll be a wild card team. Not necessarily because they're good, but I think the NFC is so bad right now that they're just going to get more wins than they, maybe should.
Yeah.
So, go 11-6.
They're going to do their old Seahawk thing, I think. Mm-hmm. Same old song and dance.
Yep.
All right. We'll go to the very last one, the 49ers.
Yes, sir.
I'm going to put you guys at about 13-4.
Okay. Not mad at
one
it.
of those losses is going to be to the Steelers.
Yeah, and then Stetson Bennett.
The other one of those losses will be to Stanson Bennett.
No, I got him 14-3. There's always a chance they lose in Seattle. That's just such a freaking hot rivalry this year. That I'll bail it. I think they could 15-2, 14-3, as long as they stay healthy. God damn it, just one season with a healthy quarterback all year. Please, I just want to look at his stats at the end of the year and see 17 games played. Okay, that's what I want to see. I don't care about the rest of the stats. I want to see 17. It's not. I don't know if it's gonna happen. But damn it, I want to see that. That's the stat I care about for Brock Purdy at the end of the season.
Well,
games played, 17.
Good luck with that, Sir Charles.
Thank you.
That's like me asking for a year without TJ Watt getting hurt. I mean, it's going to happen.
Yeah, we'll see.
Nature of the game. Brock Purdy, he's already got an injured arm. Who's to say that fucking Tommy John even went right?
It went right.
Did he even play in the preseason?
Yeah, he played. He's been healthy for a while. He's been throwing for like 6 weeks, 2 months.
Ooh, I think you kind of jumped the gun on that one. Don't you want to take a little bit of time? Or
I don't think so.
How do you go about that?
I think he's good. If the doctors are telling him he can throw a football, I feel pretty confident.
What's a doctor nowadays, right? With Fauci out there.
Oh God, that's you're not wrong. I got my medical license in Venezuela last week. It took me 3 hours. So I told him he's healthy. He's going out there. I called him. So you're healthy. Get the fuck out on the field, you bitch.
You good? Yeah, you're good. Throw. Start throwing.
I didn't even do an extra. I just looked at the elbow and I was like, dude, you're solid. I don't need an MRI. Look at this thing. That's a fucking solid elbow.
You just fucking put some bolts in it.
Oh, I drove some extra screws in before we left just to be safe.
Nice.
Yeah.
I like to hear it.
Solid. Yeah.
Well, Sir Charles, there it is. The NFC West completed. We are down to just one last division. The greatest division in football, the AFC North.
I'll have to get my Ravens gear out for that one.
You fucking put a Ravens jersey on, Sir Charles. I swear to God, I'm going to be pissed.
Oh, I cannot wait. Okay.
I'm going to be steaming.
Yeah.
We'll have to see next week. All right, Sir Charles. Solid TBloomanites, TBloom Nation out there. That's going to do it, folks. Remember to subscribe, like, tell a friend to tell a friend. And most importantly, be back next week. We got a lot of stuff to go over.
Tell your enemies. Don't tell your friends. Tell your enemies.
And we will leave you with that.
Tell them.
Deuce.
Or else.